Good evening, everybody. Come and take a seat. Can you believe it's already the last evening? Oh no. Did you talk to anybody you wanted to talk to? If not, take the chance tonight, because we don't have much time left. But I don't want to wait any longer. I'm going to talk to you about a very first artist. She's the first time here at CA. She's from Greece, but living in the Netherlands now. She studied classical piano, but during a temporary arm injury, she was forced to cancel a piano recital. And then this would change things for her, because she started experimenting with her voice. Now she mainly performs as a jazz vocalist. She performed all over Europe, and this year is the first year she's performing or is doing a concert tour in churches, which she is really excited about, because next to classical music and jazz music, she also loves to worship. So give it up for Maria Markesini.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Dear friends, I came here with a program, and during sound check, I heard some heavenly sounds from Jan Willem, and I said, Jan Willem, I'm not doing my program. Let's do what our work is, which is listen and improvise on the spot. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. My program was timed to the second, but let's agree about something, because we can play forever, Jan Willem and I. Please, at a certain moment, can you do this, and we will just close it. That's it. That's it. So Jan Willem doesn't know what is coming.
Up above you should turn dark and full of glass, and that old north wind should begin to blow. Please keep your head together and call my name, soon you will hear me knocking at your door. You just call at my name. You know wherever I am, and I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. And now, and it's good to know that you've got a friend. When people can be so cold, they'll hurt you and desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them. But please don't let them. You just call at my name, and you know wherever I am, and I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is go, and I'll be there, and I'll be there. You got a friend in here, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Just call the name. Time is ticking. People, we have to hurry up. Did you see a hand? No, not yet, right. There is this picture that has somehow marked my life and the depth of my feelings. Is John at the moment, you know John, who was at the bosom of Jesus, who took care of his mother. And there he's on the island of Patmos. And he sees the great I am, the way he is now. And he falls almost dead. Because the way he is, there's no way to describe it. And I can't wait to see him face to face, and to become like he is. Come on. Sienta, you know. You are beautiful beyond description. Too marvelous for words. Too wonderful for comprehension. Like nothing ever seen or heard. Who can grasp your infinite wisdom? Who can fathom the depth of And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe. Holy God, to whom our praise is due. I stand in awe of you. These were just some simple words and sounds just to express to you that I stand in awe of you. Run to the piano. Thank you for your beauty, Lord. Thank you. Here's no, the hand is going to come, so I'm watching you. So I'm going to end with that's now a challenge for Jan Willem. And a Greek dance. We dance in Greece on abnormal or, I don't know, crazy rhythms, that only we understand. A lot of abnormalities in that country. With the biggest of all, that the country of the ground text people don't read the Bible. But I'm not going to start talking about it. Okay, here comes the dance. Got it? Love me tonight, my eyes are filled with stars that shine. My lips are filled with words that rhyme. Bewildered, my heart sings. Love me tonight, and say forever you'll be mine. With words you spread like old red wine, and set my heart on wings. Come by my side, accept the magic all around. Erotic, good, exotic sound, you feel it in the air. I'll be your guide, forget your nights of loneliness. The days of happiness are here for us to share. Love me, fulfill my inspiration. This wonderful sensation is coming from above. Love me and let the sweet aurora bring tokens of Pandora, the promise gifts of love. You gotta do you gotta do you gotta do. Come hand in hand, we'll take the path that's filled with hopes. The Lord that leads the soul and bones, that make our dreams dreams come true. Come hand in hand and help me cast a string of pearls. Climb up the river, reach the world where skies are always blue. Love me, fulfill my inspiration. This wonderful sensation is coming from above. Love me and let the sweet aurora bring tokens of Pandora, the promised gifts of love. The bridge. Are filled with stars that shine tonight. My lips are full with words that rhyme tonight. Bewildered, my heart sings, love me tonight. Love me, fulfill my inspiration. This wonderful sensation is coming from above. Love me and let the sweet aurora bring tokens of Pandora, the promised gifts of love. Improvise on the spot. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jan Willem.
Maria Markesini and Jan Willem van Delft. Give it up again, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have a great voice, such a great energy. So now our next artist is a dancer. I think if you've been here last year, you have seen her before. Her name is Damaris Veenman. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Right, she's living in Spain right now because her husband is working there as a rocket scientist. How cool is that? She has 3 beautiful children, which bring a lot of color into her life while she's raising them. And you might have seen her dance before because she performed it last year. And it's about her life and with all its memories. And she told me, like, you know, my life does not change in 1 year because kids don't grow up in a year, do they? So this dance is a testimony of how God has shown her that he cares and provides for her and her family. The music you will hear is by Avo Parrot, and the additional sounds are by Dio Linder, and there are also some home surroundings, so you might hear some of her children. So while they're carrying the piano off stage, I want to invite you to come to the front so you can see better, like in the last few days. So, is the piano going to stay there? Or do we have to remove it? Is the piano going to stay there? Or are we done? Okay, perfect. Then give it up for Damaris Veenman. That down.
Mama, is het al etenstijd? Mama? Mama, is het al etenstijd? Is het al etenstijd? Hoe lang nog? Mama, hoe lang nog?
Dizem que é mal que faz e acontece, arma confusão e o diabo acete. Agarrem-me que eu vou morrendo, nem sei o que lhe faço. Desgranho os cabelos, esborrato os lábios. Se não me seguram, dou-lhe forte e feio. Beijinhos na boca, arrepios no peito. E pagas as favas, eu digo enfim. Oh, meu rapazinho, és fraco para mim.
Nee. Nee.
Thank you, Damaris, for sharing your story and letting us have a peek to your life, which seems kind of wild, I have to admit. So our next artist, before I start with the next artist, I want to ask you something. So I know there are some who has been here for the first time, but who has been here for more than 5 years? Please raise your hands. Lean, I knew that. Wow, that are quite a few people. So who has been here for more than 10 years? Wow. That, I have the feeling that we're more than with the 5 years, but we're probably the same amount. All right. So what made you come back all these years? Um, or what did you enjoy?
I came since 91.
That year I was born.
Okay. And yeah, straight away it was a sort of feeling of homecoming and just a place where you could really connect. And every year, yeah, again see how people have grown or what they're into and doing. And I don't know, I missed 2 times, and those 2 times I thought everybody's here and I'm not here, so so I start coming back.
So nice. Thank you. So who else has been here for more than 10 years? Don't remember. I know you haven't. All right, I think you have been here for quite some time, Paul. What made you come back? And what did you enjoy?
I enjoy the fellowship with all the people here. I enjoy seeing friends again. I enjoy the atmosphere, the love that's shown between everybody, and it's just the highlight of each year for me.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, I think you can clap for that. So, our next artist, his name is Jukka Leppilampi. Say that 3 times fast. Jukka Leppilampi, Jukka Leppilampi. I love the name. So he has been here for many years. He first came here in 1984, which is some time ago, and have been coming here for many years since then. And he really appreciates coming back this year. Music is his way to communicate. And he's not only using his guitar and his lyrics, but he also uses just his voice. He calls it voice poetry. And he dedicates this performance as a thanksgiving to CA, for the colleagues and the friends, and of course to Lane and Ria. So give it up for Jukka Leppilampi.
If it be your will, that I speak no more. Let my voice be still, as it was before. I will speak no more. I shall abide until I am spoken for, if it be your way. If it be your will, that a voice be true from this broken hill, I will sing to you. From this broken hill, all your praises they shall ring. If it be your way to let me sing. Yeah, from this broken hill, all your praises they shall ring. If it be your will to let me sing. If it be your will, if there is a choice, let every verse fill, let the healers rejoice, let your mercy speak on all these burning hearts in hell. If it be your will to make us well and draw us near and bind us tight, all your children here in their rags of light, in our rags of light, all dressed to kill and end this night. If it be your will, if it be your will. May God bless them, keep you always. May your wishes so come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, a lion on every rock. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. Forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your soul always be sung. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May God bless you, keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always know the truth and see the lights surrounding you. Would you like to sing with me Forever Young? To them. Forever young, please. Forever young, oh may you stay forever young. Forever young. Thank you. You're welcome. Just as mountains and hills stand all around our valley, so your grace, O Lord, gently surrounds all of us. Just as mountains and hills silently speak of your glory, so we lift up your name, our Lord, our God, our Lord, our King. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Everybody, amen. Let's try. Just as mountains and hills stand all around, our valleys. So your grace, O Lord, gently surrounds. So your grace, O Lord, gently surrounds all of us, just as mountains and hills silently breathe of your glory. So we lift up your name, our Lord, our God, our Lord, our King. You start, you answer. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Everybody sings amen together. Okay, you start, you answer. You get it. Hallelujah. Amen. One more rehearsal. Okay, harmonies. Hallelujah. 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 Amen. Just as mountains and hills stand all around our valley. So your grace, O Lord, gently surrounds all of us. Just as mountains and hills silently speak of your glory. So we lift up your name, our Lord, our God, our Lord, our King. Harmonies. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Come on.
Our next artist has been here for many years. She plays the flute. She started when she was 10 years old, and she played ever since and studied. She performed and toured the numerous symphony orchestras for more than 30 years now. And she is a member of the European Academy for Culture and the Arts since 2002. She also likes to teach and giving workshops and master classes. And, which I think is very interesting, she also performs at the MS Europe, which is a luxury cruise ship. I think we all would love being on a cruise ship and listening to her. Here's Heike Wetzel Yates.
I hope my pianist is coming too, so men need a bit longer in the backstage. No? Wonderful. Jan Willem.
Okay, quickly.
That was actually just 1 week ago. My student played this on Best of Future Stage, this piece from Benjamin Godard. She's 15 years old, and she did, she's just now going to do the Abitur A-levels in music. So I'm teaching in at the grammar school for music and art in my town where we live in Fürth. This is close to Nuremberg. And since I'm teaching there, they had always this kind of evenings, like twice in the school year. It's called a Vorspielabend, where you can go play for the parents and the teachers. And then they said, okay, they need somebody to organize it a bit better and give it a bit more spirit. And I thought, oh, that's me. So I said, okay, I do it. It was 2 years ago. And for this word Vorspielabend in German, it's really old-fashioned, you know. It's like when somebody says, can you do something? Can you play in the Vorspielabend? I would say, no, thank you. So I thought, okay, I give it a new title, inspired from Christian artists, and said, we do Future Stage in my school. So started Future Stage 2 years ago. The first year we had 3 evenings Future Stage, and this school year we had 4 evenings Future Stage. That means we have it's like a little evening concert. It's about 80 minutes without a break, and we have everybody can. What is this? Die Anmeldung, yeah? Everybody can tell me they want to play, so it's very organized. And we have MCs there. The students can train and see how it is to speak on stage. And we did a collaboration with the grade 11 with photography in April, and the Future Stage number 3. So Paul did help me to organize it. So the teacher, the art teacher, and the students, they came to learn how to photograph the musicians on stage. And Paul had built a little studio up for portrait photography. So the musicians, they could come and got portraits, and the students learned how to do portraits of musicians with instruments and lighting and everything. And the Future Stage in June, we did a vernissage. It's opening of the exhibition. So we had the exhibition in the school with the pictures of the Future Stage in April. So what the students did, and because it developed so well, we said, okay, we do a best of Future Stage on a real big stage. And this was just last week in the theater of the city. So we got the theater, and I did choose the best ones from the whole school year, the best students. So I thought, okay, they are also able to deal with this big stage. And we put a program together for the theater in the city. And I had a colleague, an actor. She was looking after the MCs, so they had to learn the text by heart, and they learned how to be on stage, how to speak, how to be with the audience. And I was looking after the musicians, and we had a general rehearsal, so they really learned where to stand. We put little marks on the stage, and so that they really don't go in the back, they really go to the audience, and then also how to say thank you to the audience, and go from the stage, how to behave on stage. And it was a really nice atmosphere backstage, because they really liked the whole experience, and that was my goal, that they love to be on stage, and it's not not something they think, when the fear comes now, that's a big stage, and I really don't want to be there. And so we try to make it so that it's totally normal, and it's really a joy to share what you do and what you achieved during the school year, and to share with the parents and friends in the theater. We had a big grand piano, Bösendorfer, D grand piano, so it was really big. And for the pianist, it's very nice to play on such a nice instrument. So also in the big theater, we had the seminar did show the pictures from the photography on the big screen. And they had about 4 minutes to show it with music. They put everything together with the music. We had, in the end, a group of dancers from the sports teacher. So she had a dance formation there, and with costumes and everything. So it was really impressive for the parents. And I could say something about my vision to have the future stage also next school year. Maybe we do 4, maybe 5. And I already got the theater again for the summer. So we can do best of future stage next school year and see how it goes with the students. But what I also realized that when they all have to be on the school stage, future stage first, before they can go in the best of future stage, and they all got really better during the school year. They sometimes played twice, and then when they were on the big theater, they were really, really good. It was really worth it to encourage them so much. So they also got chocolate in the backstage from us for the nerves, and they got, in the end, they all got roses on stage for everybody, a rose. For the technic guys, we put the boys, 2 boys, they do the technic in the school. We put them together with the theater technic team, and they could assist. They were allowed to assist them to learn how to be in the backstage and also behind in the back of the theater room. And we had somebody who did design the programs, and all these people came on stage, and it was really touching for me because this was so much from the hearts from the children and from the teenagers, and I hope to, to continue with this. And just want. By the way, this placard did Hannah Schillei. She's here, and she also went to the school, to the same school, and I did ask her if she does the placards for us. The normal placards, future stage, are blue. And she did especially for the theater, because the seats in the theater are red. She did another color for the theater, also to make sure that they realize it's another location. So, and I just want to tell you, wherever you are, if you do projects in other countries or where you live, it's possible. And Lane and Ria, thank you for all the inspiration here at Christian Artists. And you see that Christian Artists is still alive. And wherever we are as Christian artists, because we are the Christian artists, and whatever we do, we are connected. I want to play you another piece, which is actually it's in the theater background, and so Frédéric Chopin went to the theater and he did listen to an opera from Rossini. It's called Cinderella, and he was so touched by the fairy tale Cinderella, where you know what it is, the girl who can't go to the ball because the sister wants to have the prince, and how it is. And then she had to in the big bowl she had the ash and the peas, and then the sister said, okay, you can go to the ball when you select the piece out of the ash. And of course then the fairy tale and the birds came and helped her to put the piece out. So in the end she got the prince, but I think you know the story from your childhood. The music is that Frédéric Chopin normally composes for the piano, and this is the only one for flute. And it's the theme with variations, and you can really feel the emotions of Cinderella when she's sitting there, picking the piece out. And there's one variation is in minor, and it's really heavy and sad. And but then she realizes, oh, the birds are coming and helping me, and put the piece out, and it goes faster. And then I think in the end she just runs to the ball to get her prince. By the way, this is the theater from last week. Beautiful.
Thank you very much, Heike, Wetzel Yates, and Jan Willem van Delft. Thank you for sharing your music and your heart with us. Coming up next, we have another future talent or young talent. I was just reading future stage, right? So it's a young talent. He's from Germany, living in Berlin. And he started drawing when he was about 4 years old, so even before he got into school. He likes to separate his artworks in two categories, in the naturalistic and the abstract. And through his art, he likes to express his feelings, how he sees the world. And he also enjoys literature. So he started to write poetry, and now he's working on how to combine those two things. He describes himself as a searching person who likes to challenge himself, likes to learn from everyone who inspires him. Please give a warm welcome to Louis Peters.
Yeah, hello, my name is Louis Peters and I'm 20 years old and I'm very happy to be here. Yeah, so I have a short presentation for you all and I will show you some of my artwork. I hope the presentation will come. So she told you about some basic information about me when I started drawing, and I also have this on my presentation. So as she already said that I separate my artwork into two different sections, naturalistic and abstract drawings. And I recently went into a more abstract direction, so I can express more of my feelings, doubts, my personal value in faith and philosophy. And right now I will show you some of my more abstract artwork, and I will not explain every artwork, but I will give you some key aspects which can be found in my drawings and paintings, main aspects as mortality, transience, and the depths of the human soul. So you can see the development of my artwork. My style has definitely gone more and more darker over the years, so I can show more of my personal worldview. I use my own worldview and thoughts about society in my artwork, and this artwork is from 2015, and you will see that the style has definitely changed. So this is currently. And sources for my inspiration. I try to find inspiration in everything I am interested in. So my main sources are literature, film, music, philosophy, and faith. And you can see that all of you are interested in these topics and these subjects. And I'm very happy to be here to connect with people who are involved in literature and film and music. So I was always interested in literature, and I also started to write poetry, but I will show you some of my artworks, not the concept, because the poems are in German. So in my artwork you can find religious references or references to philosophers and writers, for example Franz Kafka, the writer from Prague. So here's a portrait of him, which I made a few years ago. So these are some drawings which are made by pen. And this drawing is from 2015, I guess, and you can see that I spend a lot of hours on, giving focus on details. So these are some more colored paintings. I did them with watercolor and aquarelle, and the stripes are drawn with ink. So this is a special painting for me because there's a twist between sad and motives and cheerful atmosphere. To me, the atmosphere and the coloration of his work are very cheerful and happy, and the whole image is very lively as the wine sprays out of the bottle, yet the person and his surroundings sees his surroundings negatively, like depression in apartment, happiness or exhilaration, a marvelous irony. So I will show you some of my ink drawings. My ink drawings, however, can only be understood or really perceived if you look at them in detail. The ink drawings are referring to Japanese art. I like the twist about sad and grotesque or ridiculous motives. Interesting is the repetition of motifs again and again, and the ink drawings of the Strafen series could be interpreted as political, and the second one is a reference to the chapter Der Prügler of Franz Kafka's novel Der Prozess. And these are my last 3 works. These 2 and the last one you can see in the exhibition. So, and as you can see, there's a lot of symbolism in my artwork. The apple and the goat as symbols for sin, guilt, and failure. The lamp as a symbol for forgiveness and salvation. Shifted perspectives and endless stares are symbols for a deep insight into the emotional life and the mysteriousness of the bureaucracy. Yeah, and the light as a symbol for knowledge, the darkness behind the candle underlines the unavailability of absolute knowledge. The cat is in a suite could be a personification of a dystopian system with absolute control. So, that's it.
Thank you, Louis, and all the best for your future career. So, if you took a look beforehand in about the program, you would see the name of Guido Verhoef and Arthur Puren, but as Lynn already told us, that Arthur had a surgery earlier, so he couldn't come. So Guido told me, now there is actually no act, because what they had planned, he can't do alone. But he found someone in his balloon class who will take the spot for him. So give a warm welcome. And it's his first time on stage, so be kind to Herman Johnson. Thank you, Guido Verhoef, everyone. Give it up. I was asked to announce something. There is a laptop missing that was in the Annie Smith room. It was a rental laptop from the SBI, so it would be great if it would return. That's the room where the workshop from Arend was, your own website with WordPress. So if you know where it was, or please go to the reception. That would be very helpful. Thank you. So we're coming close to the end of the evening. And I think we're all looking forward for a lady with a lot of style. I'm looking forward to grow older when I see her. Give a warm welcome to Ria.
Hello. You know, I know now, after 40 years, what is my passion. I want to speak. I think I become a preacher. Maybe that's something new for me. But okay, enough jokes. It is always every year, for me, it was a privilege to say thank you for all of you. But now I tell you what I want to do. So as I say, it's now the last evening here at SBI 2019. And in 1980, we prepared the start of the first Christian Artist Seminar, and it happens in 1981. We really didn't know what we started. All Christian artists had such a blessed effect. We organized Christian artists all the years. One year, 2014, there was no Christian artist. We started at the Bron. And after 14 years, we went to SBI here. And after 16 years, we went to KSI in Germany. And now, since last year, we are back here in SBI. The memories are a lot, for all of you different, of course. But every year, I think, was special. There was always a highlight. A lot of developments in so many lives. Grateful we can be with each other. What we did here together. The staff, the artists, the teachers, the participants, the translators, the locations, the sound technicians. We all together made it work. And I believe there was always a smile as blessing from our Creator present. It was a fortress of creativity. Every man, woman, boy, girl came to his or her fulfillment. Christian Artist is a party where we could be with each other. But this last evening, I want to name a lot of friends, artists, participants, staff who passed away in the past years. And I want to share all the names. And maybe you have also some names in your heart, and maybe I don't pronounce. But I want that you stand up, all, please. And I want to start with Larry Hogan from Ireland. He was a singer and songwriter. Ron Kennedy from England. He was a pastor, a Christian artist and involved with Continentals. Larry Norman from USA, rock singer. Edwin Hawkins from USA, gospel singer. Steve Varney from England, singer, teacher, philosopher. John Peck from England, involved in Greenbelt, teacher, pastor, was a Christian artist till he was 90. Philemon Kalterakis from Greece, a cello player. Errol van Gimpt was involved at the fashion show of Ria La Rivière. Jan Roos, he was a staff member. Kees van Omme, he was a staff member. Jan Groot from Denmark, a rock singer. Anne Knaaps from Belgium worked in the trade unions and was member in the council. John Smith, our dear friend John Smith from Australia, passed away this year and was for many years teacher and Christian artist. Wolfgang Bliesenbach from Germany, a classical singer. Hella Heitzmann from Germany, a singer. Bram Keizer from Holland, a publisher. Dolf Forsteman van Ooyen from Holland, a director of Burning Candles. Oti from Finland, a singer. Licosi from Italy, a singer. Gefke Koolbloed from Holland, a teacher. Marcel Timmersma from Holland, a guitarist. Arne Hoogland from Sweden, a pastor. Edwin Donnebauer from Switzerland, a teacher. Arie van Drongelen from Holland, a dancer. Edith Schaefer from Switzerland, a teacher. Kees Klop from Holland, a lector. George Hamilton IV from USA, a country singer. Jane Darnell from USA, an advisor teacher. Erwin Stiep from Austria, council member and singer. Dolf van de Vechte from Holland, a TV producer. Hans Esbach from Holland, a pastor and Christian artist. Bart Repko from Holland, Christian a designer and Christian artist and bass player. And I ask you, just add to this a list the ones you remember and are not mentioned. And let us take 1 minute in silence to honor them for everything they meant to us and to Christian artists and for their family. Please, 1 minute in silence. Thank you. Sit down. I take some water. This also belongs to Christian artists. The goodbye comes closer. Christian artist, in a few hours, it's over. Here. The final service tomorrow at 9 o'clock. But I believe Christian artist goes on in so many countries and in all your lives. And I hope and pray that the freedom of thinking that we radiate to each other in your lives will continue. And now I want to thank the staff. And I start with Jacqueline. You know, Jacqueline La Rivière, she's also our daughter-in-law. And I can tell you that we are very, very happy, first of all, that she came in our family and in our life, but also that she took over from Michiel to do the management of Christian artists. And I can tell you, and you all know, she did it very well. And please give her a big applause. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you. And I also want to say some more words to Zeger Bergsma. Zeger Bergsma, I don't know exactly Zeger, but you were here so many years. And later also with your family. Zeger, thank you. You are not only here a member of Christian Artists, but I also can say you became a real friend of our family. Thank you. So, and then I do a lot of names, and you give. I want to say thank you to Ria La Rivière, to Olivier Meillan, Hendrik Ritskes, Samuel Breuer, Elvira Palmintiri, Yukiko Dolert, Didi Compagne, de Soundcrew, Jonathan van Klaveren, Michiel Everwijn, Niels Frik en Dani Hoxem. Thank you. I really can't tell you, all the 40 years, without staff of Christian artists, it would not happen. And we are very thankful that there was always a good staff. SBE, thanks for everything. Artists, teachers, thank you. Participants, thank you. And then I want to say thanks to our 3 sons. They stood always with us from the beginning, from where they were very young. And they came with us. Michiel and Willem, who worked for so many years at Christian Artists. Gijs, who always came. Our dear sons. We love you dearly, you know that. But thank you for your love, and also thank you for the support you always gave to us, but also what you gave to Christian artists. And give them an applause. And then, of course, thank God, our Lord, who had indeed always a smile for what happened at Christian Artists. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Ria, for your speech. As Ria mentioned, we'll be having a blessing service tomorrow at 9 in this very room in the back. So you're all very welcome to join us. Last on the stage, but not the least, of course, is John Featherstone. Yeah. We all know him as a guitarist and singer-songwriter. He's also a composer and arranger living in Paris, being from the UK. Don't ask him about Brexit. Just don't. He composes instrumental music, also did some choral pieces. You might remember the Te Deum, which we gave you a little side of last year. But he decided this year to make it a little bit more intimate for the final act of the last evening. He will be joined by Torsten Harder and Hannah Featherstone. And I think this is a good place to thank all the artists who have been on the stage, not only this CA, but all the years. Give it up. And of course, thank you, Ria and Lane, for over 40 years of hard work. Thank you so much. So I think we have a little bit more time. So I think I'm going back to you. How did you enjoy the CA?
I joined it very well. I learned a nice magic trick with strings. I'm very grateful for that.
This is great. Are you gonna use it in the future?
I hope so. Yes.
This is great. Thank you. Weave, how was your experience this year?
La la la. When I say a mic, I think I have to sing. So.
You can. We have time, I think.
Yeah. Better than saying jokes, because I'm not allowed to say jokes on the mics. So. What was the question?
How did you enjoy the CA?
How did I enjoy? Okay, that's a trick question. I enjoyed it by being present and trying to connect, and that's the way I enjoyed it.
And you could do that, right?
I practice. CA is a good way to practice connecting and being present and having fun.
That's
yeah.
Thank you. That's right. So Andy, how was it for you this year?
I haven't been here for 10 years, and I've greatly enjoyed being back. And I've told Lane already this afternoon that I've seen many improvements, like young MCs. That was great. Thank you for MCing.
Thank you. Are we done on stage? 2 more minutes. So who wants to fill the last 2 minutes? Does anyone want to share anything? I'm gonna find one. Okay. So, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Are you here for the first time at CA?
Yes, for me it's the first time here.
And how was it?
Yeah, it was really nice to learn a lot about piano playing. And also to see a lot of artists together here. Well, I've never seen anything like this before, so it's sad that it's last time.
Thanks for coming. So, we're ready to start. So please give a hand for John Featherstone.
Thank you. You're my fortress, my strong tower. When in trouble I can hide in you. Know your arms of love surround me. Look at me now. When I'm weary in your army, start to feel as if I'm all alone. Try so hard but still get beaten. Look at me now. So I cling to you and pray for healing. Bring to you the way I'm feeling. Trust in your unfailing love for me, and carry on. In the battle, when I falter, there's one who taunts me when I'm down. Saw yourself as quite a soldier. Look at you now. You're my answer to his laughter. I remember how he mocked at you. Thought he'd won, but now was laughing. Look at you now. He who laughs last is he who laughs longest. My enemy, do not resent me when I've fallen, for I will rise again. Trusting in your unfailing love, I cling to you and pray for healing. Bring to you the way I'm feeling. Trust in your unfailing love and carry on. Torsten. I don't know about you, but one day you'll be asking yourself the question, what do I rely on when everything else falls apart around me? And I wrote this piece, instrumental piece, to try and explore that. The piece is called B. This is a B. It might be a Ha for some people, it might be a C for others, but it's a B to me. And this note is going to be there in your ears for the next few minutes. The trouble is you won't always be able to hear it. It'll get smothered, it'll get smashed around, it'll get put in beautiful and ugly situations. But that B is always going to be there. Some call that faith. Welcome Hannah to the stage. As you look to the future, what do you say? I know as a Brit what I say. But what do you pray when you look at the future? As the shadows steal up on the night, powerless mankind cowers in the darkness, prays for dawn. Fearful for tomorrow and what lies ahead, still hoping a new day will be born. There's no return, the die is cast. Too late to learn from what is past. This is the future, Lord have mercy. In defense of his unholy war, man lays claim on God, crafts him in his likeness without love, scorning the example of the God-made man, descended to pave the way above. Rough justice longs for black and white, as if two wrongs could make a right. Soon there'll be nobody left to blame. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy on us. Christ have mercy, Lord have mercy, mercy on us. Faced with the fear, the hatred, man's inhumanity to man is created. The time has come to make a choice. Hold my peace amid the noise, or with an open ear, lift up my voice. I believe in one God, the Father, the Almighty. I believe in one Lord, in Jesus Christ. Je crois, ich glaube, ich geloof. I believe in one as I turn to face another day, reaching for your grace, I stop to pray. Should trouble come, you have the power to bring me through. So I look to you. And when evening falls, I call to mind all those tumbled walls I've left behind. Though they looked so tall, you made them fall away from me, so that I could see. It's down to you, it has to be. I'm nothing on my own. It's all of you and none of me. For every joy I've known, I owe it to you. For all I achieve in my life, one thing will always be true. Whatever gain I have, I put it all down to you. And so who am I? I sing for you. Try to lift you high in all I do. Though you're all I see, from time to time they look at me. So I look to you. It's down to you, it has to be. I'm nothing on my own. It's all of you and none of me. For every joy I've known, I owe it to you. In the end I know there'll come a day when those shadows fall along my way. When I wake up, I'll see you standing there, and then I'll say it all again. It's down to you, it has to be. I'm nothing on my own. It's all of you and none of me. For every joy I've known, I owe it to you. For all I achieve in my life, one thing will always be true. Whatever name I have, I put it all down to you. Whatever fame I have, I put it all down to you. Thank you. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. And we pray that our unity will one day be restored. And they'll know we are Christians. Let's add some harmony. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. We are
are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. And we pray that our unity will one day be restored. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. And they'll know we are Christians by our love. We are one. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. And we pray that our unity will one day be restored. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. And they'll know we are Christians by our love. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. We are one in the Spirit. We are one in the Lord. And we pray that our unity will one day be restored. And they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love. And they'll know we are Christians by our love.
We should all have a flower right now to share with these folks, but these are 40 flowers, 40 roses, representing the 40 years of service that these two have given to us. And they didn't want this kind of thing, but we couldn't dare finish this era that will continue on in one way or the other, but without giving them a very symbolic and heartfelt hug with these 40 roses. And there'll be more tomorrow morning, but we do thank you. And I think we all must stand and give them a very hearty.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. This evening is not over yet. We'll have time at the bar, which will be downstairs. And do you want to?
Well, you know, bij een good goodbye belongs a drink. You all found in your envelope a ticket for a free drink. So please spend that at the bar. It's downstairs. See you there. Bless you.